Namaste. Welcome. My name is Amanda, and this is a beginning gentle class taught in the style of Akhanda Yoga. And Akhanda means whole or complete. And there are 5 main principles to the class. The first is asana or movement, then pranayama or breath work, mantra or chanting, yogic philosophy, and meditation. We'll get started by coming to find a comfortable seated position. That might look like having the legs crossed in front of you or sitting on the heels, whatever suits your body best. And just remembering that this class is for you and your body today, that in respecting your body and its limitations, to not push yourself into any sharp pains, or if you ever have any tingling sensations, that you've taken the pose too far. So just keeping that in mind, yoga is a non-competitive activity, and oftentimes our competition can be with ourselves, pushing ourselves to go further than our body is ready for. And so with that, I will try to build the pose into deeper and deeper. So if you do feel like you've gone too far, you can always just take it one step back. Let's get started by either closing the eyes or bringing the gaze just in front of you, looking at the ground. Palms can be face up on the knees, index finger and thumb come to touch, and Jnana Mudra. Inhaling, reaching tall through the spine and the crown of the head. And as you exhale, rooting down through the sit bones, feeling your legs and feet as they connect to the earth. With every inhale, the lungs fill with prana and life force energy. As you exhale, radiating that prana into every cell of your body. Drawing your awareness to the sensations of the breath. Feel your lungs expanding, the belly raising, and the air that flows freely. And drawing your awareness to the other sensations of your body, your heart beating, the clothes touching your skin. Maybe you can hear birds chirping outside or cars driving by in the distance. Taking a few moments to be fully aware of this moment. Drawing your energy to your heart center and feeling whatever resides there. Being with that feeling however complex that may be. As I breathe in, I smile. As I breathe out, I release. As I breathe in, I smile. As I breathe out, I release. Releasing any tension, any stuck or negative energy that no longer serves you. And maybe there is energy that is heavy or hard to feel that is serving you, and that's okay. You don't need to recess it or push it away. You can still hold that. You can still smile, knowing that exists there. Repeat that mantra in your own mind's eye as you inhale, saying to yourself, smile. And as you exhale, release. Shortening it to just those two words. Smile, release. Smile, release. Smile, release. Gathering hands at heart center in Namaskar Mudra or prayer. We'll open our practice with 3 Oms. Exhaling to prepare. Inhale together. Namaste. Let's start by coming into child's pose. Big toes together, knees out wide, reaching the hands out in front. You might like to have a blanket or cushion for extra padding under the knees, or you can always fold the bottom of your mat, bringing the bottom of your mat up halfway. Big toes come to touch, knees out wide, and the arms can either reach forward or you might overlap the backs of the hands, bringing the forehead down to the backs of the hands. Breathing in deep into the belly, feeling a sense of expansion through the lower back. And as you exhale, releasing any tension in the lower back. Ask yourself, how am I feeling right now in my child's pose?
How am I feeling physically, emotionally, spiritually? And reaching your arms forward if they aren't already. Walk your hands over to the right, creating a C curve of the spine. The left hand might come on top of the right. And inhale, hands walk back to center. Holding for just a few breaths in center as you draw your awareness to both sides of the body and see if you find any differences. Hands walk over to the left, and the right might come on top of the left. Breathing into the side ribs, opening through the right side of the body. As I breathe in, I smile. As I breathe out, I release. And inhale, hands come back to center one more time. Drawing awareness into both sides of the body again. And maybe you don't feel even on both sides, and that's okay. We usually have a dominant side. Inhale, coming up into tabletop. Shoulders are over the hands. Hips are over the knees. And preparing for cat-cow. Inhale, chin lifts, navel down, tailbone lifts, cow. Exhale, chin to chest, round the back, tucking the tailbone under. Inhale, cow, chin up, navel down. Exhale, cat, chin to chest, rounding the back. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Continue with your own breath. Gently undulating and massaging the spine. And your next inhale, coming back to center. Exhale, looking over the right shoulder at the hip. C-curve the spine to the side. Inhale, center. Exhale, looking over the left shoulder, second side. Ribs come out to the right. Inhale, center. Twice more on each side with your own breath. Hugging the navel to the spine. The neck is in line with the back, gazes down at the mat. And when you are complete, big toes come together, knees out wide, child's pose. Take a deep breath in and sigh out the mouth. Ha. One more deep breath in and out the mouth. Ha. Inhale, coming forward into tabletop, bringing the knees under the hips. And then next inhale, arms reach up towards the ceiling, standing on the knees. Coming into a gentle back bend as the ribs knit in. Exhale, hinge forward. Arms come to the low back as one cheek comes down to the mat. Inhale, lift. Arms reach up. Gentle back bend. Exhale, hinging forward. Opposite cheek down to the mat. Inhale, lift. And exhale, hinging forward, engaging through the abdomen as you float down. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. One more on each side with your own breath. We'll meet at the top. Inhale, hands up. And exhale, hands down to the waist, stepping the right foot out to the side. Foot is down on the mat. Inhale, lift the left arm up. And exhale, C-curve to the right. The right hand can stay on the hip, or you might walk the hand down the leg. Engaging through the left thigh. Inhale, both arms reach up to the sky. And exhale, left hand comes down beside you, right arm up to the ceiling for side plank. Left hand, left knee, and right foot are all in one line. Hugging the navel to the spine, engaging through the abdomen and obliques. This might be challenging just how you are, or if you'd like to take it one more step further, you can float the right foot up off of the mat.
Right foot is flexed as you engage through the thigh. And exhale, foot floats back down. Hand can come down in front of you, walking your hands forward, finding tabletop. Knee comes underneath the hip. Bringing the weight in, see here. Bringing the weight into the right hand. Inhale, left arm lifts up to the sky as you come into a gentle twist. Exhale, threading the hand through the little hole, threading the needle, bringing your ear down to the mat. Inhale, lifting the arm up to the sky. And exhale, threading it through, twisting. Inhale, lift. This time we'll exhale, thread it through and stay down, coming down onto the left shoulder. Trying to square your hips to one another. The right hand might stay beside the head, or you might walk the fingertips forward, lengthening through the arm and the right side of the body. Walking the right hand back underneath the shoulder. Inhale, left arm lifts up to the sky. And exhale, hand comes back underneath the shoulders. Big toes come to touch. Knees out wide, child's pose. As I breathe in, I smile. As I breathe out, I release. Inhale, coming forward into tabletop. Walking the hands back to the hips as you stand up on the knees. Second side. Left leg comes out to the side. Inhale, right arm reaches up. And exhale, hinging towards the extended leg. The left hand can stay on the hip, or you might walk it down the leg. Shoulder blades are rolled down the back, releasing any tension in the neck. And exhale, right hand comes down beside you, left arm up to the sky. Navel hugs to the spine as you engage through the obliques, side plank. You are welcome to stay right here, or if you like more of a challenge, you might float the left foot up off the mat, flexing the foot, engaging through the thigh. Exhale, releasing the foot back down. Both hands walk forward, coming into tabletop. Knee comes under the body. Rooting, let's see, what side did we do? Doing the opposite side of the twist. So we're rooting down through the left hand. Inhale, right arm reaches up. Exhale, threading it through.
Inhale, lift. And exhale, thread it through. Inhale, twisting open. And exhale, coming down onto the right shoulder. Hips are square. The left hand can stay next to the head, or you might walk the fingertips forward, lengthening through the left side of the body. Walking the left hand back underneath the shoulder. Inhale, right arm lifts up to the sky. And exhale, hands come back under the shoulders. Tucking the toes under, lifting through the heels, downward facing dog. Pressing through the palms, hips lift up into the air. Deep bend of the knees as you try to create a long line from the arms through the spine. You might pedal out the feet, bending alternate knees and stretching the backs of the legs. Your next inhale, coming forward into plank. And maybe dropping the knees if you like. Navel hugs to spine as you hold in plank for 3 breaths. And then lowering the knees if you haven't already, coming into tabletop, step the right foot forward. You might have to step it out to the side and then heel toe the foot to the center as the hands come on either side of the right foot. Drawing your right hip back and the left hip forward, scissoring the hips together to square them to the front edge of the mat. Both thighs are activating. You're activating the thighs towards one another, really squeezing them. Hands can stay down on the front of the mat, or if you like more of a challenge, hug the navel towards the spine, keeping the back in the same line as the back knee, floating the arms back towards the hips. They're activating through the abdomen. Shoulders and neck are relaxed. Jaw is relaxed. Face is relaxed. And inhale, bring the hands to the tops of the knee, reaching the spine up tall. Crown of the head reaches up towards the ceiling. Inhale, reach the arms out to the sides. And exhale, twist to the right towards the bent knee. Index finger and thumb come to touch in Jnana Mudra. Breathing in, I smile. Breathing out, I release. And your next exhale, hands windmill down to frame the front foot. Stepping back into table, and from table to downward facing dog. Tucking the toes, lifting the hips. Rooting down through the index finger and thumb mounds. Taking a deep breath in and sigh it out through the mouth. Ha. Deep breath in and sigh it out through the mouth. Ha. Inhale, coming forward into plank. Again, you can keep the knees lifted or lower them for more support. Navel hugs to spine. Breathing in, I smile. Breathing out, I release. Releasing any of those negative thoughts, telling yourself, I can't. You can. And then exhale, knees come down to the mat, finding your way to tabletop. Left foot steps forward, low lunge. Activating both thighs towards one another, scissoring the hips. Hands can stay down, framing the front foot, or for more challenge, hugging the navel to the spine. Hands float back beside the hips. Inhale, hands come to the top of the knee, reaching tall through the spine and crown of the head. Finding your balance as you inhale, arms reach out to the sides. And exhale, twisting to the left towards the bent knee. Index finger and thumb come to touch. And exhaling, hands windmill down to frame the front foot. Stepping back into table, and from table into downward facing dog. Slowly walking the feet forward towards the hands, finding yourself in a forward fold. The outside edges of the feet come to parallel, big toes slightly tucked in. Hands can take the shins, ankles, or feet, or you might take opposite elbows as you ragdoll forward. Allow the head to be completely free and weightless. You might nod the head yes or nod the head no. Inhale the halfway lift, back is flat, hands come to the tops of the knees. Engaging through the thighs, hands interlace behind the back. Exhale, hinging forward as the shoulders rinse out above.
Breathing in, I smile. Breathing out, I release. Exhale, hands come down to the tops of the knees. Inhale the halfway lift. Back is flat. Exhale, sitting the hips back, finding chair pose. Hands might come to heart center. Checking in with the knees, making sure they're directly above the ankles. Engaging through the thighs. Hugging navel to the spine. Breathing in, I smile. Breathing out, I release. Inhale, reach the arms up to the ceiling. Legs lengthen, Tadasana. Exhale, hands to heart center. Closing the eyes. Coming back to your body. Asking yourself, how do I feel right now? How am I doing physically, emotionally, spiritually in this moment? Gently blinking the eyes open. Inhale, step the right foot back about one leg distance apart. Bending the front knee, arms open out to the sides, finding warrior two. The ankles are underneath the wrists. Left foot is pointed at the front of the mat. Right foot is pointed at the long edge of the mat. Thighs are externally rotating, so you could twist your thighs backward or behind you. And the front knee is activating towards the pinky side edge of the foot, so you can see the big toe and second toe. When you start to shake, that means you've transcended into the next level of your body working. Usually that's when we begin to think we cannot not go on any longer. And that is the mind playing tricks on us. Inhale, left arm lifts up. Reversed warrior. The right arm can walk its way down the leg behind you, opening up through the left side ribs. And exhale, side angle, left forearm comes to the top of the knee as the right arm comes up to the ceiling. The shoulders are perpendicular to the mat. You're reaching through the right side ribs up towards the ceiling, engaging through the obliques. And inhale, reverse your warrior. Left arm comes up. Exhale, lengthening through the left leg. Arms come out to the sides. Feet come to parallel. Hands come down to the hips. Inhale, reaching tall through the spine. And exhale, hinging forward into a wide-legged forward fold. Hands come underneath the shoulders, allowing the head to release down to the ground. You might walk your hands between the legs or behind you to find a deeper sensation.
Inhale, walking the hands back under the shoulders. Exhale, bringing the hands to the hips. And then gently bending the knees. Inhale, making the body back up to stand tall. Stepping the feet together at the front of the mat. Take a deep inhale in. Inside out through the mouth. Inhale, step the left foot back. Exhale, bending the right knee, arms open out to the sides. Warrior two, second side. Checking your alignment. Wrists are over the ankles. The front knee is over the ankle. You can see the big toe and second toe. Breathing in, I smile. Breathing out, I release. Inhale, right arm up, reverse your warrior. Opening through the right side ribs. And exhale, side angle. Right forearm comes to the top of the knee as the left arm lifts up. Lifting through the left side ribs. Pressing through the right forearm as you activate through the obliques. Inhale, right arm up, reverse your warrior. And exhale, lengthening through the front leg, arms reach out to the sides and down to the hips as your feet come to parallel, facing the long edge of your mat. Inhale, lifting tall through the spine and crown of the head. Exhale, hinging forward, wide-legged forward fold. Hands might come below the shoulders, or you might interlace the fingers behind the back, allowing the shoulders to rinse out overhead. Exhale, hands release down to the mat underneath the shoulders. Inhale, the halfway lift. Exhale, hands come to the hips. And inhale, gently bending the knees. Coming up to stand, stepping the feet together at the front of the mat. Breath of joy. This is a pranayama breathing practice to move out the stagnant energy of the body. This is a great practice for our mantra. Breathing in, I smile. Breathing out, I release. So there's 3 inhales to 1 exhale. You'll breathe in, and then exhale, hinging forward, allowing the hands to come up behind you. And it's very loose and floppy almost. So you breathe in, out, in, out, in, out.
more rounds. And inhale to the top, hands come to heart center, closing the eyes. Feeling any sensations of the body. And gently blinking the eyes open. Finding a focal point. Bringing the weight onto the left foot. Hands come down to the hips. Keeping your focal point. Inhale. Lifting the right knee up into purity pose. Engaging the navel to the spine. You might take the knee in the hands if you have tight hip flexors. I was wondering what was happening over there. My dog found her toy. Or for more of a challenge, you might inhale, reach the arms forward or up to the sky. Exhale, hands and feet float back down to the mat. Wiggle off the hips a little bit. And then finding the second side, weight comes into the right foot. Finding your drishti or focal point. Inhale, lifting the left knee. Hands can stay on the hips. Take the knee, or you might float your hands forward or up above overhead. Honoring what your body needs right here, right now. Honoring that one side of the body might be different than the other. Breathing in, I smile. Breathing out, I release. Exhale, gently drop the foot down to the mat, hands come down to the sides, rocking the hips from side to side. And finding a focal point, inhale, reach the arms up to the sky, coming up onto the balls of the feet, the tippy toes. Exhale, heels drop down, twisting open to the right, hands reach out to the sides. Inhale, arms lift up, coming up onto the tippy toes, coming back to center. Exhale, twisting to the left, heels drop down. Inhale, lift, coming to center. Exhale, twisting to the right, heels drop down. Inhale, lift, coming to center. Exhale, twisting to the left. Twice more on each side with your own breath. Releasing any tension in the shoulders and jaw. And having fun with losing your balance. When you are complete, hands come down to the sides. Finding your way to the top of the mat if you aren't already. Inhale, arms reach up to the sky, gentle back bend.
And exhale, hinging forward from the hips, forward fold.
Hands can take shins, ankles, or feet. Inhale the halfway lift, hands come to the tops of the knees.
And exhale, sitting the hips back, finding chair, knees bend. We're in a deep squat, hands come to heart center in prayer. Navel hugging towards the spine, grounding down through the feet. Breathing in, I smile. And breathing out, I release. And really bending the knees, lifting the heels up off the mat, coming to balance. With the knees forward, we're sitting back on the heels. This might be hard for you, so you might just bring the hands down to either side to balance until you really feel stable to keep the hands at heart center. This is a great pose for aiding in digestion, grounding down, and connecting with your intuition. Exhale, hands come down beside you. Find your way coming down to a seat. Soles of the feet come together as the knees open out to the sides for butterfly pose. Inhale, lifting tall with the spine, chest reaches forward. Exhale, hinging from the hips, keeping a flat back. For a tender low back, keeping the back flat. Otherwise, you can round the back, reaching the forehead towards the feet. You might press the forearms into the knees to allow the knees to open out to the sides, opening through the groin. Or you might walk the hands forward, allowing the torso to fully release forward over the feet. Inhale, lifting back up to center, crossing the legs, finding a comfortable sitting position for lion breathing. So with the lion's breath, as you exhale, you stick the tongue out wide, stretching the face, eyes open wide. And we'll do this with the arms. So as you inhale, lifting the arms up. As you exhale, you'll spread the arms down to the sides. This is gently massaging the lymph nodes, which is increasing or helping our immune system, strengthening our immune system. So inhale, arms reach up. Inhale, happy lions. Inhale, vegan lion. Inhale, chocolate-free lion. Inhale, coffee-free lion. Last round. Inhale, really brave lion. Good work. Hands come down to the knees. Lengthening the left leg in front of you. Bring the right foot up and over the leg. Hugging the right knee with the left arm. Right hand comes behind you as you twist to the right. Looking back over your right shoulder, reaching tall through the spine, rooting down through both of the sit bones. As we twist, we are gently massaging the digestive organs. And this is also the center where we digest information. Inhaling, coming back to center, arms reach up. And exhale, twisting to the left. Lengthening both legs out in front of you into staff pose. Feet are flexed. Inhale, reaching tall through the spine. And exhale, folding forward. Hands come forward to take the shins, ankles, or feet. Reaching the heart forward for a flat back. For tight hamstrings or tender back, keeping the back flat. Or otherwise, you can round the back, bringing the forehead down to the knees. If you go there and it doesn't feel good, you always can come back out. Inhale, hands walk back to the tops of the thighs. Bending the left knee, bringing it over the right leg, hugging the knee with the right arm, twisting to the left. Left hand comes behind you, rooting down through the sit bones. Inhale, reaching tall through the spine. And exhale, finding a deeper twist. Inhale, arms reach up to center. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, coming back to center. Both legs extend into staff pose. Sitting up tall, reaching to the crown of the head. Exhale, hinging forward. Breathing in, I smile. Breathing out, I release. Walking the hands back to the tops of the legs. Bending the knees, coming to lie down on the back. Hugging the knees into the belly and gently rocking from side to side. The head might look in the opposite direction as the knees. Continue rocking from side to side.
Hugging the right knee into the belly, left leg extends long in front of you for wind relieving pose. Right arm comes out to the side as the right knee twists over to the left, finding a gentle supine twist, keeping your shoulders down on the mat. The knee might not come down to the other side. The left hand can take the outside of the right knee and gently twisting the spine. Inhale back to center, hugging both knees into the belly. Gently rocking from side to side. And then exhale, right leg extends, left knee stays into the belly. Wind relieving pose, second side. Left arm comes out to the side as the left knee twists over to the right, finding the gentle supine twist on the second side. Inhaling back to center, hugging both knees into the belly. Exhale, bringing your forehead towards your knees as you squeeze your knees into the belly. Hold up your head for one breath. And your next exhale, head comes down to the mat. Drawing the soles of the feet together, knees open out to the sides, the feet come down to the mat for a reclined butterfly pose. So the soles of the feet are together, about 1 foot distance away from the sit bones, allowing the knees to open out to the sides, opening through the hip flexors. You might have one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly, or maybe you reach both hands up overhead like a halo, clasping the hands together. And closing the eyes, checking back in. How am I feeling right now? Coming back to the heart space. Feeling that sense of compassion, empathy, and love for humankind, love for all others.
As you exhale, bringing the hands down to the sides, the feet can come down onto the mat in front of you, preparing for corpse pose, Shavasana. You might have to readjust to find yourself in a comfortable position. Maybe that would be putting a cushion under the knees, or maybe you like to have legs up the wall for your Shavasana, coming over to a wall, bringing the feet up against it to allow the blood to recirculate back into the body. Bringing your awareness into the breath. Breathing in, I smile. Breathing out, I release. Beginning to count the breath, focusing the awareness on the breath by counting the inhale, maybe to a count of 3 or 4, and the exhale, the same number. Allow the counting of the breath to focus the mind on your awareness of your body. Now elongating the exhale to twice as long as the inhale without effort or force. If you feel yourself struggle, stop trying so hard. If the mind starts to wander, that's okay. Without judgment, bring your awareness back into the breath.
Gently bringing the awareness back into the body. Wiggling the fingers and toes. Maybe nodding the head from side to side. Inhale, reach the right arm up overhead. Bending the knees, come to lie on the right side in a fetal position. Taking a moment, lying on the right side. And slowly, with helping hands, finding your way back up to a comfortable sitting position. Palms are face up, index finger and thumb come to touch in Jnana Mudra. Eyes can be closed or gently look in front of you. And taking a few moments to dive into a guided meditation. Drawing your awareness into the Muladhara chakra, root chakra, your sense of security, tribe, family, rootedness, your fundamental needs. Focusing your awareness on that root chakra and somewhere between the tailbone and the perineum. And you can say to yourself, I have everything I need. Notice the emotions and sensations that arise as you tell yourself, I have everything I need. Staying in the feelings of the body, the sensations. If your mind starts to question, why do I feel this way? Label it, know that's okay, and just come back to feeling. Maybe even with a sense of wonder. I have everything I need. Bring your awareness back to your surroundings in the room. The sounds, the feeling of your skin touching your clothes or the ground beneath you. Your heart beating, your lungs breathing. Hands gather at heart center in Namaskar Mudra. Coming back to the beginning of your practice today, honoring yourself for coming to your mat today. Honoring all the work that you have done throughout your practice, spiritually, emotionally, physically. Offering gratitude to your body as it has supported you throughout your practice, throughout your day. Thank you, body. Thank you so much. Close our practice with one Om and 3 Shantis. And Shanti means peace. Exhaling to prepare. Inhale together. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining today. I hope you have a great rest of your day. And let me know if you have any questions or concerns. You can always reach out to me. I'm here for you to support you however you need. And take care. See you next time. Bye, guys. Thank you. Okay, bye. Thanks.